Hey, this is Will Herring from All Western Mortgage. Are you waiting for world events to change before you take the initiative to purchase your own home? You know, we can always say that there's something going on in the world that will prevent us from hitting our dreams and our goals. But we have to learn how to get past these events. These world events are always going to be on the table, and it's up to you to decide to move forward. When I bought my very first house, it was in the 80s, and I had an interest rate of 11.5%. My second house, I had an interest rate of 9.5%. So interest rates are always going to be changing. Hopefully, they will be coming down. And that's when you take the opportunity to lower your payment on the house you already own. Let me talk about this for a minute. Right now, we're in a window where concessions from sellers and opportunities from sellers are higher than they have been in many, many years. What that might mean is you could get a 2, 3, 5% discount on your first home or your next home. A 5% discount on a $500,000 property is $25,000 that you didn't have to spend to buy that property. What if your payment was $100 a month more right now and you bought the house $25,000 in back of market? Well, aren't you ahead by quite a bit? Let's pretend that you had that loan for a year. 1 year with a loan at $100 a month more than what you hoped for is only 1,200 bucks, and yet you're $25,000 in the positive. So when I sold that very first house 2 years later, I had a check for $40,000 in my hand, and I couldn't wait to run right out and buy the next house because all I did to that first property was my wife's honey-do list. We had a little bit of a fixer-up on the property. I didn't even realize that paint and elbow grease and cleaning the property up, I didn't realize that these things were going to increase the value. And did you know that if you live in the house for 2 years or more, you don't pay any income tax on the property, on the gain of that property? So it's like the only tax-free investment you're ever going to have in your life. And this is the only investment that you can actually leverage. You can't buy Apple stock for 3% down, but you can buy your first home for 3% down. Let's talk about how you can get to your dream without trying to figure out how to change the world. Okay, we do get to change the world one day at a time, but there's an old saying, the best time to plant a shade tree is 20 years ago, and the second best time to plant a shade tree is today. Let's set up a meeting. My contact information is below. We could do a Zoom meeting. I'll share my screen. We'll go through your scenario without getting any of your personal information. This is Will Herring. Great we had just chat. Thanks for talking with me. Talk to you soon. Bye.